This is over 10 years old, and I found this, and it reminded me so much of Mom that I had to share it with you. It's by Mitch Albom. When you come into the world, she held you in your arms. You thanked her by wailing like a banshee. When you were 1 year old, she fed you and bathed you. You thanked her by crying all night long. You're okay. When you were 2 years old, she taught you to walk. You thanked her by running away when she called. When you were 3 years old, she made all your meals with love. You thanked her by tossing your plate on the floor. When you were 4 years old, she gave you some crayons. You thanked her by coloring the dining room table. When you were 5 years old, she dressed you for the holidays. You thanked her by plopping into the nearest pile of mud. When you were 6 years old, she walked you to school, and she thanked you by screaming, "I'm not going." When you were 7 years old, she bought you a baseball. You thanked her by throwing it through the next door neighbor's window. When you were 8 years old, she handed you an ice cream, and you thanked her by dripping it all over your lap. When you were 9 years old, she paid for piano lessons. You thanked her by not ever bothering to practice. When you were 10 years old, she drove you to one birthday party after another. You thanked her by jumping out of the car and never looking back. When you were 11 years old, she took you and your friends to the movies. You thanked her by asking to sit in a different row. When you were 12 years old, she warned you not to watch certain TV shows. You thanked her by waiting until she left. When you were 13 years old, she suggested a haircut that was becoming. You thanked her by telling her she really had no taste. When you were 14, she paid for a month away at summer camp. You thanked her by forgetting to write her a single letter. When you were 15, she came home from work looking for a big hug, and you thanked her by having your bedroom door locked. When you were 16, she taught you how to drive her car. You thanked her by taking it every chance you could get. When you were 17, when she was expecting an important call, you thanked her by being on the phone all night. Of course, that would happen.
Yeah.
When you were 18, she cried at your high school graduation. You thanked her by staying out partying until dawn. When you were 19, she paid for your college tuition, drove you to campus, carried your bags. You thanked her by saying goodbye outside the door so you wouldn't be embarrassed in front of your friends. When you were 20, she asked whether you were seeing anyone, and you thanked her by saying, "It's none of your business." When you were 21, she suggested certain careers for your future. You thanked her by saying, "I don't really want to be like you." When you were 22, she hugged you at your college graduation. You thanked her by asking whether she would possibly take a trip to Europe. When you were 23, she gave you furniture for your first apartment, and you thanked her by telling your friends that it was all ugly. When you were 24, I can't see anymore, you guys, I'm getting so old. Sorry, Mom, not you.
I'm still on the candle boy. You want my glasses?
When you were 24, she met your fiance and asked about your plans for the future. You thanked her by saying, please. And when you were 25, she helped pay for your wedding, and she cried and told you dearly she loved you, and you thanked her by moving halfway across the country. When you were 30, she called with some advice on the baby, and you thanked her by saying, things are a little bit different now. And when you were 40, she called to remind you of a relative's birthday, and you thanked her by saying how really busy you were. And today, Mom, it's your special day. And we wonder how we can ever repay you for all your loving, feeding, bathing, teaching, driving, guiding, and caring that you've provided to not only all of us as children, but to your grandchildren. And I just want to be the first to say thank you.
Thank you.